This is a HeadGum podcast.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to A Funny Feeling Podcast. I'm Betsy Sidaro.
And I'm Marcy Jarrow. This is a podcast where comedians tell us their paranormal experiences, and we listen to yours as well.
Oh, yeah. And if you have one of these paranormal experiences that you want to share with us, please email it to us at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com.
Now get cozy.
And prepare yourself to be scared silly.
This is a Funny Feeling podcast.
Okay.
Okay.
We're recording. It's happening.
It is a thing that is going on.
This is a thing that we do.
Wow, wow, wow.
Wee, wee, wee.
How's it going, Betsy?
Good. How you doing? Sorry,
You got hair?
Hair on-
Did my
hair on
cat?
the mic.
Did my cat come over to your house and put their hair all over?
No, but Wilma's leaving it.
She's been podcasting.
Yeah, Wilma's been she has a new podcast called Sunday in the Bark with Wilma.
Okay, her old podcast is called Woof There It Is, and it's where they rate all their favorite 90s hip hop.
Yes, yeah, that's the old podcast. Now this is Sunday in the Bark with Wilma, where it talks about all the parks she loves.
All the parks, yeah.
It's gonna be a short one. It's gonna be Canyon, the Hollywood Dog Park, Griffith Park. There we go.
If she wants guests, she should invite other dogs on the podcast and see what their deal is.
I know. She keeps trying to get Mono's dog, Tatsu, to come, but Tatsu's like, I only will do characters.
Oh, Tatsu comes in with a wig. We're like, no, just be yourself, Tatsu.
Just be yourself, please. No. I only be characters.
It's a podcast. They can't even see your wig.
I need it to be funny.
You're using it as a crutch.
No, never. Wow, deep cutting. All these dogs.
All them dogs. I was going to ask if you have anything spooky happening.
Let me think. I did see Megan.
Oh, I'm so jealous. I want to see it so bad.
So, this is nothing. I think maybe Wednesday. A cruise going. You want to come?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
Wednesday evening.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll keep you in the old loop because I got to see it again. That's it. That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to see it.
Yeah.
Want to see it. Want to see it.
And then spooky. I'm trying to think if anything spooky has happened. If I've seen anything spooky that I was like, whoa. I did a really fun escape room that was all about ghosts and like getting rid of ghosts.
That's fun.
It was awesome. And it was in Azusa, and it was called the Ministry of Peculiarities.
Okay.
And it was a blast. I'm not like I escape rooms, I'm usually like whatever. This was so much fun.
The Ministry of Peculiarities in Azusa.
Yeah. If anybody's in this area and wants a fun escape room, hit that up. We had a ball doing it.
It looks cool. It's got like a cool like outside and stuff.
Yeah, it was really fun.
That's fun.
Yeah. And a little spooky, not too nuts, but a little spooky.
A little spooky. That's what you want.
That's all I want.
Now,
how about you? Anything spooky?
Nothing spooky, but I started watching a show that is also not necessarily spooky, but it does take place in like a Scottish castle.
Okay.
It's on Peacock, and it's called The Traitors, and it is hosted.
Mark Reddy was telling me about it. It sounds fun.
It's hosted by Alan Cummings, and he's great.
Wonderful.
So like they have like basically it's like a half of them are reality stars, and the other half are just average like your regular civilians being on a reality show.
Fun.
And they have like challenges and stuff, and then but there are in the group 3 traitors. They don't know who they are. And they meet in secrecy at night and under cloak and key.
Do you know?
Yes, we know
who they are as the viewer. Okay, I like that. I like it when it's like, because there's some shows where it's like you don't even know where it's like, but it's fun for us to be on the inside to then see how it messes up other. Okay, great.
So and they have challenges every day to like add more money to the pot and
okay.
So, but every night one person gets murdered.
Cool.
And they don't find out who it is till breakfast the next morning when that person doesn't arrive.
Doesn't show up. Ooh. Okay.
And so they're like, why would they kill that person? So at the end of every episode, they pick one person to banish, and they're trying to banish the traitors, but they don't know who the traitors are. And the traitors are in the group too. So the traitors are trying to act like they're normal. And so every week 2 people will leave. The person who's murdered.
Yes.
And then the traitor, and they all kind of have to like whittle it down. And then once they get rid of all the traitors, the faithfuls, or what they call them, the final faithfuls would split the money. Or if there's any traitors in the group, that's the traitors get all the money instead. So it's very fun to see like how the game is played, and like, you know, and how people lie and try to like, you know, and then who they turn against, because they're like, let me tell you what, if you are a loud woman, they're going to choose you to be the bad. They think you're a bad guy. If you were,
that's been all of society. That's the history of man.
It literally is like the louder the woman, the more they're like, she's a traitor. I hate her. She's a traitor. And
I heard that Kate from Below Deck is on it.
Yes. Honestly, I will say this about Kate. I have never identified more with someone on television than Kate Chastain. Especially.
I could see that.
Especially on this show. Especially when she gets an attitude, I'm like, that is me. Kate is me.
She's funny too.
She's so funny.
She's legit really fucking funny.
I love her. I really do. I don't care. I don't care if she's mean sometimes. It's fun. It's a fun little
I gotta
watch.
check it out. Yeah, this sounds really fun.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. So that's my recommendation. It's not quite spooky, but it's a cool locale.
Yes, that's really fun.
But let's get into the real spooky stuff.
Yes.
And how about I read you a dadgum story from a dadgum listener?
Give it to me.
Oh, I will. You'll see. Okay. This says, listener story, glitch in the matrix, so you don't have to do math anymore.
What?
What does that mean?
Okay, I would love to never have to. I mean, I don't really have to anyway.
I don't have to do math.
No, I don't ever have to do math.
No, I'm a grown up. I'll make other people do math. I don't do no math ever.
Nuh-uh.
Hey,
no way.
Hi, Marcy and Betsy. Huge fan of all your podcasts. And Betsy, I just watched Golden Arm, and it's the best.
Cool. Thank you.
So funny and sweet, and you are just a pure joy to watch. My husband and I were LOLing the entire time. Marcy, the Lost City was also so good, and I said, that's my friend, as I listened to all your podcasts, and I feel like I know you, but not in a creepy way. Thank you.
That rules.
Very cool. Let's see. Is there a cat back here? Stop it. Is there a cat back
Come on,
here?
cat.
Get out of there. Did you see the light behind me flickering?
No, that's so funny.
He was being spooky.
Come on, Buster.
Butter. So, I experienced something just a few days ago that I can only explain as a glitch in time or aliens sucked up a lady and her dogs for a few minutes.
Whoa, and her dogs.
And her suck up her dogs. I go for a daily walk, or as I call it, my grumpy girl stroll at a local park. No, she said stomp. My grumpy girl stomp. Yeah.
That's funny.
These cats are all over the place right now. I cannot believe how
they're wilding out.
They are truly like going nuts in here. It's because I rearranged the room and they're going insane.
Okay.
Apologies. The park is the park is a half-mile loop. It's pretty flat, minimal trees. Basically, you can see the entire loop from any given point.
Nice.
I often see the same people on my walks. The other day I saw another regular walker that I often see. This woman with her 2 medium-sized dogs. I always notice the dogs, of course, and tell them they are good doggos, as one does.
Yes.
I'm walking and past the lady and her dogs as normal and say hi. Then on my second loop, she and her dogs up ahead of me. I prepare myself for the upcoming awkward second eye contact and look down for maybe 10 seconds. Then look back up and she is gone, as are the dogs. The park is enclosed by a fence and there are homes around and there are minimal trees and nowhere to hide. I stop and start looking all around like, huh? What? Where the heck did she go? I'm literally spinning around. I'm really spinning around looking everywhere. I look behind the few trees that are around, but she and the dogs are nowhere to be found. At this point, she was even farther away from the entrance to the walking path than I was, so there's no way she left. The only other way out is to hop a fence, and even then, she'd be in flat fields. Whoa.
What?
After searching for a couple of minutes, I see 2 other walkers on the path behind me. So I start walking again like a normal human that didn't just experience a glitch in the Matrix. I get to the other side of the loop and look back at the area where she disappeared, and there she was with her dogs.
What?
She appeared again and completed her walk as normal. This was so wild. I saw her and the dogs again yesterday and really wanted to say, hello, did you happen to experience a loss of time or perhaps an alien abduction a few days ago? But I decided that would be weird, so I didn't. I have no explanation for this and swear that this woman and her dogs completely disappeared for a short period of time. Thanks for reading, and I'll be sending more soon, as my mom is very intuitive and has had a lot of ghost experiences that I've witnessed with her. Thank you for all the entertainment and happiness you both provide, Rachel.
What? Rachel!
That's wild.
Okay, you on that next day when you saw them, did they have really big cone heads?
Were they from France?
Were they from France?
We're
and
from
now
France.
have big cone heads?
We're from France.
What the fuck? What is that is wild. I guess, yeah.
I mean, unless that lady had to take a shit and hide somewhere.
You know what's fun? I did think that when they were looking for them, I was like, what if they go around a tree and she's like, I'm sorry, I gotta take a dump, dude.
Oh, absolutely. First thoughts were this was a dump. But if Rachel was saying that there were nowhere this woman could have hidden.
Yeah. And to hop a fence
with 2 dogs.
With 2 dogs?
Never happening.
Hopping a fence by yourself as a human is tough, let alone with 2 dogs.
2 dogs? Not happening.
No way.
No way.
No way. No, hop a fence to then hop it back to be like, okay, and we're back. What? Yeah, dude. What is that? That's wild.
Who even knows? Also, what if Rachel slipped into a different place? We don't know.
That's true too. Rachel, what if Rachel was Rachel, I want you to go look in the mirror and see if you have a cone head.
And say I'm from France.
And now you say you're from France.
And now, if you haven't seen Coneheads, guys, this is really not gonna hit for you. But
it's really not gonna get you.
Yeah.
Also, Rachel, if you start eating toilet paper,
I was trying to think of. I knew they ate
let
something
us
weird.
know.
I can't remember what else they did though. I was like, I eat weird stuff. But what else?
What else? Or if you smoke an entire pack of cigarettes at once in your mouth, let us know. We think you might be a conehead.
You might be a conehead.
You might be a conehead.
One of our classics, you might be bits.
I wonder, what if something happened with Rachel?
Rachel, are you here?
Let us know. Ooh, that's... Because there's absolutely no logical explanation for that.
No. Yeah,
I mean, feels like no reasoning. Yeah, wow. That's really blowing my mind right off the bat.
Minds are blown.
Minds are blown. But also, seriously, Rachel, please update us if you have a cone head and you are from France and you're eating toilet paper and you're smoking cigarettes, a whole thing it was, and you're really good at fixing cars and
You know so much. You know so much.
I was really into that movie. Wow.
Also, if you find a pile of human feces in one spot.
Also that, because then that might explain some
And
stuff.
that might explain things. It might explain things.
Oh, man. Okay, I got one. You ready?
Give it.
Okay. Millennium Biltmore, downtown LA, ghost woman.
This is what I live for.
I stayed the night here.
Did you? Why? To ghost hunt?
To ghost hunt for the now long dead Horny for Horror podcast.
R.I.P.
I don't think that episode ever made it. And stayed the night and we're like, let's go ghost hunting, dude. And it's where I feel like talked about it. It's where Tony and I thought we were like talking. We were in a hallway and we were talking and I was recording it. I think I still have the recording somewhere. And we're like, if there's somebody here, let us know. And we heard a moan and we're like, oh, it's a ghost. But then we're like, oh, but what if it's just somebody in a hotel room?
Oh,
doing whatever, man.
No.
But it was like weirdly timed and I have it somewhere. But anyways.
That's very funny.
What if this was my story and I just read the exact same thing?
You're like, I'm calling myself by another name. I want anonymity.
Anonymity. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Hello, pals. Here's a strange and pretty spooky story. In February of this year, a pal and I went to LA for a concert and stayed downtown at the Millennium Biltmore. It was kind of a quick trip, so I didn't have time prior to do research of possible hauntings of the hotel. So in a quick Google search, we found out that the hotel was super haunted by loads of ghosts from different eras. Another cool thing that might actually be a well-known fact, LOL, is that Ghostbusters was filmed in parts of the hotel. Oh, I wonder if it's the hotel part. Where they first meet Slimer.
Yeah.
Cool.
When he's like, he's just being a hungry guy.
Just eating room service. We can't be mad at that. Anyways, the website we found, plus the hotel reviews, said that the lobby, 2nd, 9th, 10th, and 11th floors are the areas with the most reported hauntings.
It's a lot.
The ghosts included a little girl and a little boy, a nurse, and most notable, Elizabeth Short, a.k.a. the Black Dahlia. Because this was like the last place she was seen.
Oh, wow.
Before her death,
Wow.
I believe. I think I remember learning that. And then there were stories that reference old-timey ghost celebs from like the 30s and 40s. And mentions of Navy soldiers that resembled those from World War II. So we're reading all this and low-key relieved we are staying on the 8th floor because no reported hauntings means no ghost, right? Anyways, we had gone out and about and finally got back to our hotel room around 2 a.m. We were a tad sauced at this point, so we were in need of ice water. The way that I've been there, man. Have you ever had like those dreams where you're so thirsty in your dreams and all you want is water, and then you wake up and you're like, oh, I need water bad. Have you ever had those?
I'm trying to think. No, I don't. I've definitely had the I gotta pee dreams, and then you're like, oh, I gotta pee.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So opposite
I've had
way.
the like where I'm like, dude, like begging for pounding water and nothing's working. And then I wake up just like, oh, I need water.
Isn't it funny that our brains are like, we gotta do something. We're so thirsty.
Yeah. Okay, let's have her dream a silly dream, and then make her wake up and get some water.
Yes.
Okay, there we go. The way the snack/ice machines were placed was every other floor. So our floor, the 8th, had an ice machine, and then the 7th had the snack machine, and so on and so on. So he went to the end of the hall where the ice machine was, but it was out of order, so we had to either go up to the 10th floor or the 6th floor to get ice. We chose the 6th because no one had reported ghosts, whereas the 10th floor was known to be haunted by a little boy, and we were not trying to chance it this close to the witching hour.
You could beat up that little boy ghost. You could beat him right up.
We went down the creepy staircase on the end of the hallway, but we're also taking our time just exploring and cracking jokes in our slightly drunken state. Anyways, we got down to the 6th floor and got the ice, but then wanted to look out the window on the opposite end of the hallway because it overlooked downtown. So we were walking to the other end, but before reaching the end of the hall, there was another staircase. So right as we were about to pass by the staircase, this random woman popped out of nowhere, like she was she kind of was speeding down the steps and hopped off the last few. Oh, that's spooky. If it's a ghost or not.
A ghost in a hurry, yeah.
A ghost in a hurry. No.
Take
the way
your time.
We were facing,
Take your time.
Please.
You got eternity.
Yeah, come on. The way we were facing the end of the hall, she was to our left. I was closest to her, and then to my right was my pal. We both gasped when she hopped down, and I kind of just laughed it off because she spooked me. And my pal was like, where did she come from? Keep in mind, it was like 2:30 a.m. at this point, and the hotel seemed pretty quiet, like we had only seen one other guest in the lobby talking to the doorman. This woman was in a gray dress and black tights, no shoes, and she had red hair. Literally looked like a modern woman you would see today. So when she hopped off, she just stood there in the middle of the hallway. Even when we were trying to get around her, she just stared at us.
She rude.
I didn't make eye contact with her, but my pal did, and yikes, I'll come back to the details in a bit. Anyways, we were walking to the window, and you could see our reflection in the massive window, and you could see the woman in the reflection too, just watching us. Oh my God, this is nasty. We were kind of uneasy at this point because she was unmoving, just staring at us.
Why?
What the fuck? We wanted to wait a bit at the window, hoping she'd take the cue and walk away, but she didn't. So we came to the realization that we'd just have to pass by this creepy woman again.
Yikes.
So we have our ice bucket and start walking back, and as we're approaching her, we're both kind of preparing for whatever. And then, in the same way she hopped down right as we approached the stairs, she jumped back onto the stairs as we approached them again. And like, okay, you know how people do box jumps at the gym? Like, it's super tall boxes and they kind of have to like squat a whole lot to power up for their jump. Yeah. Well, she did that. And jumped like halfway up the stairs.
What is this? I don't like it. Sorry.
I don't like it one bit. I don't like it if it's a ghost. I don't like it if it's a human. An alive ghost. I don't like it.
It's being weird.
It's being too weird. And it was just so jarring. Like some random woman in a dress with no shoes on just hopped up these stairs like 10 feet. Then, in the moment from when she jumped to when we got in front of the stairs to see if someone was standing at the top, she was gone. And the weird thing is, the stairs creak like crazy. You would know when someone was coming up or down. But when she jumped up and disappeared, there was no creaking.
She's weird.
Then we both kind of realized we might have just seen a ghost. So we booked it down the hall and up the stairs, back up to the 8th floor and into our room. And we scream and start hysterically freaking out about what we just witnessed. Ice water not needed anymore. We sobered up. And my pal was like, I made eye contact with her. She did not seem human.
Ew.
As soon as she said this, I wanted to melt or jump into acid or something. It was so terrifying.
Jump into acid, like
Oh
like
my
one
God.
of the tunes
The
in
dip.
the dip.
I wanted to get the dip. Anyways, we ended up staying up longer than we wanted because of the spooky feeling that lingered. I hope you all enjoyed this story. It was super creepy at the time. But now it's fun to have this story to creep out our pals. I love the show and will definitely send in more stories, especially my parents' wild stories from growing up on the res in New Mexico. Thank you, Katie. Wow.
Yes, in New Mexico stories.
Dude, a jumping ghost.
That's so...
No shoes.
It's everything about that's so disturbing. Like it feels like very like almost like Matrixy, right?
Whoa. Yeah, what if there's a glitch in the Matrix, dude?
I mean, this is a very glitchy episode, right?
We're being all glitchy, dude.
Yeah.
What? That is so creepy.
There's no explanation that makes it feel okay.
No, because, if it is an alive person, that's fucking creepy, man.
They're fucked up and weird and must be stopped.
We must stop that.
We gotta
no
stop
shoes
'em.
wearing, jumping downstairs and upstairs, lady.
Just pick a direction on the stairs, you fucking weirdo.
Just walk up them.
Just walk
Wear
up the
shoes.
stairs.
Wear shoes, please.
Chill out. Stop jumping.
Chill out. Let people get ice. Let people look at the beautiful view of downtown LA.
Yeah.
Just leave them alone. And it was kind of the witching hour, dude.
Yeah. But the friend being like, that's not human, or that's not human, or that's not a ghost.
It's not. That's a ghost. That's a ghost for sure.
But why? Why is that ghost like that? That's a weird ghost. Even for a ghost, it's weird.
I know. Maybe all the other ghosts are like, hey, Beverly, you gotta, let's just stand at the elevator. Let's just play with the elevator door. Okay. None of this jumping.
Hey, Beverly, we all were talking and look, we hate to judge. You're freaking us out, you know?
Yeah, you're freaking us out. And I'm a little girl who cries blood, and you're freaking me out,
Yeah.
Beverly.
I mean, I have wet footprints all up and down the hall, and I still think what you're doing is a little too much, honestly, Bev.
Honestly, it's like kind of fucked up, dude.
Honestly, Bev, we've all been talking, and you're no longer invited to hang out with us.
Yeah, Bev, we're voting you out of the hotel.
Yeah, Bev.
Off the hotel.
Bev,
Get your torches gone.
Bev, you can't stay here no more. You're done, so.
Yeah, you're done, Bev. Get out of here.
Get out. You got voted off. You're banished.
Wow, that is so spooky.
Is it still down there? The Biltmore?
Yeah, it's still going.
That's not the one that's the other scary one. The Cecil. That's the Cecil.
No, that one, like the Biltmore is legit, like beautiful, you know, like.
And the Cecil's now called on 3rd or something like that, right?
Yeah, they like, the bottom floor is like more of a hotel, and then the top
It's like
floor is
tenements,
still kind of
right.
Yeah, it's strange. But yeah, like the Biltmore is more like it's fancy and like old timey. Has an old like indoor pool, like
with the wet ghost footprints.
With the wet ghost footprint.
You gotta watch out. Slippery when wet.
I mean, should we have a slumber party? And
Yes.
then record do an episode where we go ghost hunting?
Yeah. And we make someone else do the Ouija board, and we just we'll record it while saying, guys, we don't think this is a good idea.
Please stop. Is it moving, or are you moving it?
For the
Please
record,
stop.
I will not be possessed. This is not my idea. Mm-mm.
Okay, let's go to the Biltmore. Spend the night.
Doing it. All right. Shall I pull a listener story up for us to be listening to?
Yes, please.
Here we go.
Please.
Hi, Marcy and Betsy. I have been meaning to send in my stories forever, and I've listened to all of your episodes, and so I'm just going to do it. I'm just doing it. Story number 1 happened maybe 3 or 4 years ago at my ex-boyfriend's house in Long Island. I was in bed. He woke me up as he was like, his alarm goes off, and then he starts getting dressed. So smacked his ass and give him a kiss. And I curled up back in bed, but I can't really fall back asleep until he really fully leaves, because he's knocking shit around, and he's just a noisy person, or he was. Anyway, so when he leaves, usually I could hear 2 doors open and close, and then he gets in his car and he drives to work. So I just remember hearing the first door open and close and the second door open and close. And I was like, okay, he's gone. Now I could focus on snuggling up, taking up the whole bed, taking up his pillow, because it's probably cooler than mine, less drool. Anyway, then all of a sudden I hear a door open, and I'm like, oh, he's coming back. I'm lying on my left side facing the wall, and the door's behind me. And I could hear him come into the room and curl up behind me. And he wraps his arm around my waist and down my thigh and getting a little handsy. And I was like, you're going to be late for work, And I turn around and she's like, fuck it, I'm ready up. Let's go. And I turned around and no one was there. There was no one in the bed, in the room. The door was shut. And then I thought about it. I was like, I heard 2 doors for him to leave. And then just 1 door opened, and then someone was in the bedroom. So whatever was in there must have been in the living room, kitchen area. I don't fucking know, but I wasn't sleeping. I was just up. Now I'm just, I turned and there was nothing there. It was what? And I'm aroused. And I'm what is happening? It was a sexy ghost. And how much would have happened if I didn't turn around? How far would have gone if I didn't turn around to see what was behind me, which was nothing. And then I just had to live my life for the rest of that day I was a person, when I just was my mind was blown. So that's my first story. Second story is my mom's story, and she I'll just cut to the chase. She had these creepy upstairs neighbors, and the husband and a wife. The wife gave her a shirt that was knitted, and it had an image of a lion on the front, and it was long down to the knees, long sleeve. And my mom was like, oh, well, use it, I'll sleep in it, it looks warm. And apparently the husband was into some weird stuff. I don't know, voodoo, I can't tell you for sure. But next thing my mom knows, she falls asleep in the shirt, and when she wakes up, she sees the outline of this lion above her, breathing in her face, and its paws on her chest holding her down. And in the corner of her eye, in the corner of the room, she sees the husband with one leg crossed over the other, just staring at her, facing her, but he's naked, and he was just smiling, just smirking at her, and she couldn't move, and she couldn't breathe, and she couldn't scream, and he didn't say anything, and he didn't come closer. The lion was just holding her down and breathing in her face. And she said it felt like this lasted forever, until she finally just threw herself up. She was able to sit up, and then all of a sudden he wasn't there, and there was nothing there, and she ripped off the shirt. And she said she set it on fire. I'm sure she just threw it away. She I can't imagine her actually setting it on fire. Anyway, but that always gave me the heebie-jeebies. Ew. Okay, and the last story is my old coworker's story. We'll call him Ken or Kenny. So him and his brother were probably he was probably 6. His brother was probably 7 or 8 at the time. They lived in Mexico, and their family had a goat farm. And so they also had this crazy rich grandfather, who was as he was getting older, he was losing his mind, and he hated their parents, but he had a good relationship with them. Anyway, one day there's a pregnant goat, and they were talking to their grandfather about it, and the grandfather says, when that goat takes its first steps, you tie this rope around its neck, and you bring it to me after the sun sets, and I'll show you something fun. I'll show you a surprise, but don't tell your parents. And they were like, oh, that sounds cool. We're 6 and 7. Yeah, we'll hide this rope and then tie it around this little goat's neck and drag it to our grandfather's house after the sun sets. and then get a surprise. And that's exactly what they did. So they brought it to their grandfather's house, and the way he explained it to me was, like, their grandfather had this back room with, like, nest-like figurines everywhere, and, like, dead chickens upside down, like on strings by their feet, and like weird candles. I don't know. They said it was cool at the time, but as they, like, they grew older, they're like, this is so creepy. How did we not, realize this? How did our parents allow us there? Anyway, I digress. So they present the goat, this small goat, to their grandfather, and apparently he takes the rope off of the goat's neck and he whispers in its ear, and then he claps his hands loudly above the goat, and it hops on its hind legs and starts to twirl and dance and hop around the room, just in circles around the room, just dancing and dancing to the grandfather's clapping. And Kenny and his brother are loving it. This is the most entertaining thing they've ever seen. They're clapping, they're laughing, they're having so much fun. This goes on for maybe like 5 minutes, he said. And then the grandfather stopped clapping, and the goat just, like, fell on its side. And then it, like, got up and was, like, shaking and freaking out. And then, like, the grandfather, like, picked it up and consoled it, and then put the rope back around its neck and just gave it back to Kenny and his brother, and was like, all right, bring this goat back. Don't tell your parents what you saw here. And then they just didn't tell their parents, and they just went living their lives. And it's just the craziest thing. I don't know. Apparently, like, the grandfather went crazy and, like, buried a bunch of gold on his land. Their parents are always, like, digging up the land now. I think that's hilarious. But so, yeah, this is getting long, so I'm going to stop here. I have some more stories that I'll probably send in some other time. And I love you, ladies. You're my favorite podcast. You're both hilarious and amazing, and you make my day. So keep doing what you're doing and stay spooky.
Whoa!
That is
Whoa!
so. The goat, I was so worried.
Dancing goat. I was a little like,
uh-oh, this is going to turn bad. But it turned delightful instead.
Yes!
A newborn dancing goat? Oh my God. A newborn
dancing goat, and then just being like, don't tell anybody. I'm like, Grandpa,
what's your fucking deal?
We gotta show the world this dancing goat, man.
Grandpa's like, no, shut up. I'm going to die and hide all my gold.
Yeah. Wow. I wouldn't, like, what?
That's magic.
What? Like,
that's some spooky magic.
Yeah, that is some fun spooky magic.
I want to whisper in my cat's ears and make them dance. Or do anything. I want
you to do that too. Yeah.
Do anything, guys.
Honestly, just do anything except mess up my lamp.
Yeah,
please.
Yeah. Cause anything a fire. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my God. Also, I love the story of something getting in bed with her and getting her going.
Dude, and truly just being like, how far would it have gone? Like, what would have...
She got ghost blue balls.
Yes! A ghost was, like, in it, dude. Wow.
That's wild.
And then her mom's story of, like, getting that shirt.
I know.
That's spooky. That's really spooky.
With a lion holding you down with its front paws.
Yeah, and then the dude just watching you naked.
Ew.
Awful. That feels like Rosemary's Baby or something.
It is.
You know?
It's like, so, there is a lot of occulty kind of stuff in this one, right?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Where it's just like, what's going on?
Spookity dookity.
Dancing goat.
Oh, a baby goat. Nothing is cuter than a baby goat.
They're really cute.
I love goats. They're very sweet.
I like goats too.
You ever pet a goat?
I have, yeah.
Did you go to the Gentle Barn with me? I think probably.
I have not been to Gentle Barn yet. I really want to go.
Well,
it looks just delightful.
It'll definitely make you at least consider being a vegan for a while. Or make you feel bad for not being one.
Oh, yeah, okay. I'll take that. That happens a lot.
But, they're cute animals. And
They're so cute.
I guess if we can figure out another way, maybe we'll stop eating them. But let me tell you, Mama's in my lap right now. I'd eat you up, Mama.
I would eat
And she would eat me too, so I think it's fine.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. She would absolutely eat you. Eyeballs first.
I'd take
It's always the first to be eaten.
a back haunch of her leg. Oh, chomp, 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 chomp.
Jump, 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 jump. Wow.
That was great. Those were great.
Spooky.
Very, very
yeah,
good.
3 big hits. 3 hits. Back to back. Boom.
All right,
Wow.
I'm gonna read one, and this says, and I got nervous just because maybe it's just been in my inbox and I've seen it already, but it says John Flynn episode Teeth Story. So,
Okay.
hey, just listening to this episode and you tell the story about those loose teeth, and I wanted to tell you a similar story that supports your rat hypotheses. I don't remember
Do you remember?
it was finding.
What are your rat?
Someone found a bunch of loose teeth, and I was like, what if the rat I can barely remember what I said. So unfortunately I have a vague recollection of someone finding teeth in a wall or something, and then me being like, are the rats collecting it possibly, or you or John?
Oh, okay.
Let's see.
Ew.
So I used to work for a restoration construction company that did a lot of crawl space cleanouts, where you basically tear out all the vapor barrier and insulation underneath the house and replace it.
Whoa.
This job had a rat infestation, which was already taken care of by exterminators, but I was sent there to do the cleanout. Thank God. Ugh, I would throw up.
Oh, God, that would be really tough.
I would hate that job. Besides already being a disgusting job, crawling through a tight space with rat piss and shit everywhere, it was also very creepy because rats will drag random things into the space to make nests with or whatnot.
Of course.
So, and rats are of the devil. We could all agree that.
We can all agree on that, right?
Rats are of the devil, and they're doing the devil's work. They are warlocks. They are causing havoc. Okay. So I'm making my initial descent into the space and come across a pair of high heels and pantyhose. Then I roll onto my back to start pulling the insulation down, and as I rip the first piece from underneath the subfloor, I am suddenly covered in bones.
No.
Not just one or two, but dozens fall right on top of me.
What?
My first thought was that the homeowner murdered a prostitute or something and stashed the body in the crawl space. Upon further inspection, I realized that the bones were all ribs and T-bones.
That the rat stole?
The rat's eating steak tonight, baby.
Whoa.
Come to find out from a neighbor that the previous owner of the house had 2 big dogs that he would throw the remains of his nightly steak rib meals in the backyard. Every night eating steak and ribs?
Wow.
What a budget. The rats then collected the bones from the yard and brought them into the crawl space for their nest. Very disgusting work, and I'm so glad I don't work there anymore, but I still wonder where the shoes and pantyhose came from. Anyways, love the pod. Thanks for reading, Drew. Ew.
Whoa, Drew. That is that's awful. That's awful. Like, unfortunately, they're food bones.
Food bones.
But like, nobody needs that.
Ugh. And I guess with the shoe and pantyhose, rats are just I don't know. They're like, maybe I could sleep.
Take it.
I'll sleep in this shoe.
Take it. They're like young comedians who do sketch comedy.
Yeah.
Where it's
they're like Tatsu.
They're like Tatsu. I remember Mano years ago when we first moved in together, walked in with a broken umbrella. Didn't even have the material on it. It was just the metal part. All the spokes and stuff. And I was like, what? What are you doing? He's like, I think we could write a really funny sketch around this broken umbrella. I was like, Mano, it's trash.
Did he have a
premise? And he's like, no, I think we could I think this will be really funny for sketch. Did we ever write a thing about it? No. And like 5 years later, I was like, we're throwing it out, dude. We're not using this.
Oh boy, the broken brains of sketch comedy writers.
Yes, yeah.
I feel like John Milheiser is like one of those people who's just like, oh, I found something on the street, and then all of a sudden it's a character that he's doing, and you're like, it actually works, but it's just the origin of it is funny.
You're really funny, but oh my God, it's so silly. What? Oh man,
I don't like that. Also, just like the idea of like pulling anything down with rat shit. Oh my God, I'm just having like flashbacks of when my landlord fell through my ceiling.
Oh my God,
so much rat shit.
Yeah. Oh,
barf.
Oh, big time barf.
Really
dude.
hated it. Really hated it.
That's tough. That's really tough to. Oh, that's really tough.
It's really tough. It's a real tough one.
I'm like now just like thinking about that, be like, oh dear Lord.
It's really, really tough, huh?
Oh God. Really tough. Okay.
Real tough stuff. Real tough stuff.
Real tough stuff. Okay. I got one.
Okay.
Whoa. This one's called Ghosts or Goats.
Okay. I did not know that. I did not know I did that to you. That I sent you to. I didn't know. Because the other one didn't say nothing about goats.
We're having some glitches. We're having some goats.
Well, the other one,
or maybe ghosts.
The other one wasn't even an email. It was a voice note. So I didn't even.
Right.
Yeah. Wow. It's a goaty.
Okay.
It's a goaty glitch episode.
It's a goaty glitch. Okay. Here we go. Hi, team. Great work out there.
Thank you.
Thank you. My in-laws have a small farm outside of Charlottesville, Virginia, where they raise chickens, goats, and a few cows. They live in a small house on the property and then rent the big old farmhouse out to folks in town for bachelorette parties, weddings, and UVA football games.
Fun.
I wonder what, like, big old farmhouse. I guess it's a big house that's smart. I thought it was a barn for a second.
Well, and
I was like, weddings... That would make sense.
Yeah, that's a popular thing too. Yeah.
Yeah. I went to a wedding in a barn and it was a blast.
I went to one too. Madeline and Ben's.
I've gone to two in barns then. Yeah. And they're blast.
They're fun.
That's smart too. Of like, let's rent out this house and make a bunch of money.
Yeah. And
because you can add like this is like from everybody who I know who's planned a wedding, like if you were to be like, it's oh, we're just having like a business dinner, they'd be like, oh, okay, it's $1,000. Okay, great. But if you're like, it's a wedding, they're like, okay, that's $10,000.
Exactly.
Like you add wedding to it, and they're like, we're charging you so much more. Anyways, that's enough about the world of wedding
we're
planning.
tired of being scammed by the wedding industry.
Quit scamming us, wedding
by
people.
Big Bride.
That's why I'm not getting married.
That's the only reason.
That's the only reason why.
Even if someone asked me at all, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, if I were to ever like fall in love with somebody and they were like, maybe we should like really, cement our love for each other, I wouldn't do it.
No,
I wouldn't do it. It's a big scam.
Too much money.
Too much money. It's a scam. It's a scam. Since 150-year-old plus houses can have some quirks, they give guests a tour of the house at check-in. Okay, that's nice.
That's nice, yeah.
While walking a group of new guests around the house, one asked my mother-in-law if she knew of any ghosts in residence. My mother-in-law quickly answered back, right now we have 5, and in the spring we'll probably have more, but don't worry, they aren't very loud. That's an awesome answer. Well, right now there's 5, but in the spring we'll have more, but don't worry. That's so funny. The guests started to panic, and my mother-in-law assured her they stayed outside all the time, so she didn't need to worry. Then they finally were able to figure out that the guest was asking about ghosts. But my mother-in-law was hearing goats.
I think that's so funny. 4, but 5 in the spring. They're very quiet, though. They don't come in the house. They eat grass
that
mostly.
Is so cute and funny.
So cute and funny.
But Does the house have ghosts? Not anymore. When my husband was a kid, there were all kinds of things in the house he hated. Weird old portraits, antique dolls, some mirrors. He said they gave him the creeps. Even though his parents are pretty hardcore Christians, they talked to a fellow church member who told them she used to practice voodoo, and she walked through the house and pointed out a bunch of stuff to get rid of.
Oh, no.
It was all of the things my husband had always hated, and they haven't had any funny feelings since. Did he lie? The only downside in this is that my husband is now 100% sure he is sensitive and is obsessed with spooky ghost shows that freak me out. Thanks for reading, Krystyn.
That doesn't sound like a downside to me. That sounds like the perfect man.
Yeah, that sounds like somebody I would maybe have a wedding with.
I guess I could spend all that money to have a wedding with a perfect man. The ideal man? Sure.
Wow.
That's so funny, though. Oh, my God.
That is so funny. Goats or ghosts. That's so cute.
But also the voodoo stuff.
And how it is just such a funny immediate answer to
yes.
like, well, we have 5 right now, but in the spring there'll be more. So
it's locked and loaded. Very funny.
Oh, that's so funny.
Oh boy. All right. Shall I play another listener story?
Yay!
Hello, Lady Sujaro, as I have dubbed thee. My name is Sarah. I am calling from Connecticut, but this story takes place in the town I grew up in Medford, Oregon. I have had very ghosty, spiritual, guardian angel-y things happen since infancy in California, following me to Medford, then Portland, and now Connecticut, where I have 3 nice spirits living in my studio apartment with myself and my dog. So anyway, that's for another day. This story takes place in Medford. It was 1994. I was 10 years old, and my parents had decided to get a divorce. And my mom, myself, and my middle sister had moved out because my oldest sister had already long gone. And we moved into a new housing development that was close to my dad's house that my grandpa had purchased a home in to then resell, but let us live there in the time being. So the 3 of us, and unbeknownst to my sister and I, my mom's new boyfriend, who I had only met once as just a friend, and my sister had never met, was also living with us. So just good feelings all around. Anywho, this happened a few months after we moved in. I think we moved in around August, September. My sister had already left for college at this point, so it was just me, my mom, and her boyfriend, who I really hated. And I was in my bedroom. The house is probably about 900 square feet. Again, first owners. And I was in my bedroom. I had a small twin-size bed in one corner. The other corner had a really tall dresser with my ginormous stereo and the ginormous remote next to it. And I was kind of in the middle of the room on the opposing wall facing a mirror that was on the wall right behind a little tiny dresser that I was standing in front of with my makeshift microphone stand that I had made painstakingly out of toilet paper rolls and paper towels. So here I am getting ready to put on my own concert for myself, and I'm listening to the new album by the girl McCoy. I can't remember the album name, but the song was Runaway. And if you don't remember that song, the chorus is run away, run away, run away and save your life. Run away, run away, run away if you want to survive. So very upbeat. So here I am singing, belting this out, and all of a sudden the stereo starts getting louder and louder. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And so I turned to turn it down because I had to walk over there since the remote was next to it. And all of a sudden it is just blaring, screaming loud. My entire room is shaking uncontrollably like the world's worst fucking earthquake is going on. There's also a tornado happening. Things are flying in my room. Things on the walls are flying off. Any stuffed animals are flying past me. And the room is shaking so violently that I actually fell over and I could not physically get back up because there was so much energy and things happening in that room. So I'm screaming bloody murder, crying. My mom opens the door as I'm army crawling towards it. She opens the door just to tell me to turn the music down, sees what's happening, and starts screaming bloody murder and crying. Like a movie, I reach out my arm, she grabs my arm and drags me out of the room, and she's hysterical, I'm hysterical, her boyfriend runs out. My mom, obviously no one can make heads or tails of what's happening, and my mom questions if it was an earthquake, and I just looked at her and I was like, in my room? Needless to say, I never slept in that room again. I don't remember, but my mom says I slept on her floor. I don't remember much after that. I slept on her floor, which is huge for me because I was not a fan of my mom's back then, and I really, really, really hated her boyfriend. So that took a lot. Even when my oldest sister would come to visit, she would make fun of me for not going in there when my friends were over, but I wouldn't even get my clothes out of the room. I think I may have had to go back in to pack when we moved, but that was it. But otherwise, my mom would have to do everything for me, as far as getting my clothes or anything I needed. And she said to this day, it was always 10 to 15 degrees colder in that room, even with the central air. Just something about it was really, really negative. So that was the scariest. I have many others that are spooky, but also just really like happy and enlightening. But, I hope you like the story. I'm going to leave you with this note. That boyfriend and my mom stayed together for 11 years. He was a huge piece of shit. And I was not happy when he had committed suicide. But he had shot himself in the face with a shotgun while watching the video of my birth. So there you go. I hope you like this. Don't shit your pants and keep up the good work, ladies. Thank you.
Fucked up.
Whoa.
That was a real fucked up ending there. I mean, it was already fucked up and then it got traumatized us there at the end.
Whoa.
Well, that's a lot of layers, right?
Yeah. Whoa.
That's fucked up.
Whoa, dude.
Okay, I do have some thoughts though about the room.
Yeah. Real McCoy. I love that song.
Run away, run away, run away if you want to survive. Time to break free. Oh,
whoa, run away. Whoa. Whoa, run away. I remember listening to that, like going to soccer games in like middle school and getting pumped with a little Runaway. Wow. What are your thoughts?
I think Sarah's true dislike for her mom's boyfriend created, and maybe the sort of, I don't know whatever else was going on with the tension in the house, it created that poltergeist, right? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And like fueled that energy, like that energy fueled this poltergeist thing.
Yeah, just being, disliking, the boyfriend so much and make the kid.
That must be so hard.
I can't even imagine. I mean, it's hard enough with your own parents sometimes when you're a kid and, you feel like they're against you or whatever.
Right.
But I really that seems so hard to me.
And we talk about, but your home should be a place where you're like, yeah, okay. But then when somebody stinky gets in there that you don't like, that's so hard.
Yeah. Ugh, I hate that. I hate it.
And I think you might have hit that nail on the head. Like that energy was just like, okay. And going through them, in their room of just like, okay, we are coming on to you,
Yeah.
Whoa.
That it was like almost her kind of unrest causing it.
Yes. Yeah.
Fucked up.
Wow. It's so nuts that her her mom opened the door and saw it happening too, and like
Absolutely.
had to pull them out. It's so crazy. That's so scary. That's so scary.
So scary. Ugh. Man, being a kid's hard enough. You don't need that bullshit.
It is tough, man. Yeah, to be going like, how old did they say they were at the time? Do we know? But like, yeah, being a kid, you're just changing constantly.
Yes.
It's already hard enough, let alone having a damn ghost poltergeist fucking with your real McCoy at concert. Come on. I made this. Come on.
I'm just trying my best with all these toilet paper rolls. Please.
Yes, please. Please. Let me just listen to Jock Jams in peace for once, will ya?
Just my dang Jock Jams. Now, did you see the dog?
Oh, yes, I did.
Isn't that little ragamuffin so cute?
Really cute.
Oh.
I just want to rub that tummy.
Oh, well, you can tell that's a real good wiggly dog.
Truly. Oh, what a cutie. Look at that little nose.
Dogs
You could put your whole mouth over that nose.
You could give it CPR anytime.
Anytime. Oh, what a cutie.
Should I just read one more? I'm just going to read one more just to close this out, okay?
Okay, cool.
All right. This one is Psychic Hamster.
Psychic Hamster. Good.
Okay. Here's another one. I'm listening to back episodes and you just keep begging for more listener stories. So here's another. Sorry, most of my stories are mostly paranormal and not specifically ghosts. Shrug emoji.
Hey, we love it.
I got a hamster about a year ago. Her name is Sesame, and she's very social and lovely.
That's so cute.
I love that.
That's Sesame. That's so cute.
I have her large cage in my room since I live with 5 cats. Really tempting fate there, huh?
That's bold.
Very bold. One night I
have 5 cats, 3 hawks, a couple of snakes.
They all have their own knives. One night I didn't close my bedroom door all the way before I fell asleep, and one of the big orange cats got in and sat on top of Sesame's cage. Clearly she didn't like this because as I slept, I heard very clearly someone yelling, "Shea, help! Shea!" In my dream, it sounded like my sister's voice, and as I woke up, I felt confused to find my room quiet and empty. But then I saw the cat on top of the hamster cage, and Sesame standing with her little paws pressed against the container, staring at me intently.
Sesame!
Oh my God. My psychic friend confirmed that Sesame reached out psychically and that she was a very chatty pet. I'm not particularly open to the paranormal because I have severe anxiety that I have finally gotten under control, and I just cannot, LOL. When listening to your podcast, I get the spooks, and I always say very loudly in my head, I don't want to see or hear you. You're not welcome. Please go to someone else, just in case they're any attracted to the spoopy energy. I'm glad that my hammy told me she was in danger, although the cat was definitely not able to get her. I would be happy to hear from her more. Anyways, I hope you're enjoying my stories, although they aren't very scary. I'll collect more from others if I get the chance. Love you guys. Oh my God.
Wow. Sesame, this is too cute.
This is
just
so cute.
Sesame like standing on their hind legs, like leaning up against the glass, just looking. This is adorable.
I know. I love it so much. It's so cute. It's so cute.
Do you think at one point Sesame was making a noise and then that got into their sleeping head, you know? Like sometimes when an alarm goes off and it's like in your dream for a little bit and you're like, whoa.
Could be.
And then you're like, what? Like it was like, squeak, 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 squeak.
Could be. But the specifically like, Shea, help, Shea.
And I love that Shea has a psychic friend who's like, yep, dude, Sesame contacted you. That is so cute.
So cute. So cute. I wish you could just tell cats, too, to be like, hey, don't kill this one, all right?
Not this one. This one's fun. Trust me, you're going to love Sesame, okay?
I'll feed you plenty of other food. You don't need to eat
Yeah,
this.
don't worry. Yeah, Sesame's not even going to taste that fun.
No, mostly bones and fur. You don't want this.
Nasty. No, you want, what do cats like? Tuna.
Don't eat my goldfish. Oh.
Please don't eat my goldfish.
Now, when I was home for the holidays, I was showing my dad Weave, the coyote, who a guy like basically lets this coyote hang out in his house sometimes, and he has a dog and a cat, and Weave just hangs out and plays with the dog and the cat.
That's so cute.
And Weave's scared of the other coyotes. That's why he lets him in.
Oh, Weave. That's so cute.
Maybe not a good idea to have wild animals in your house, but if they cute, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
there's a lady.
don't know.
There's a lady on TikTok who has breakfast with a bear in the morning. Sometimes, like she leaves her front door open, and the bear never really crosses the threshold, but it likes to lay its head inside.
Whoa! Where? Do you know where?
I don't know where. I should see if I can find it. But she's like, he never comes in, and sometimes like she's got a lot of videos of him closing the door, and she'll open it, and he'll close it again to be like, no, stay in your house. She will be eaten by the bear eventually, though. I'm positive.
Oh, absolutely. And the bear will take over the house and take her identity.
Start dating her boyfriend.
You're going to start seeing like TikToks of like, hey, everybody, it's me.
Yeah.
The bear hasn't come around in a while.
I hope it's okay.
So I guess I'll dance for you. We do a TikTok dance.
Then they start talking about their narcissist ex-husband. The bear's like, oh, yeah. Sometimes he would get home from work. I don't got the rest.
It never asked me about my day. And all he would tell us was his day. Oh, yeah. Ask me about my day.
My mother-in-law, please. Oh boy, some of these, I will say there was some very disturbing parts, but a lot of it was very adorable too.
I mean, Sesame really.
The goats, Sesame.
Oh, the goats. Yes, yeah, pretty adorable. Pretty half and half of like kind of fucked up and then kind of nice.
Yeah, that's what we're going for here. So I feel like
that nice.
We've accomplished it with this episode.
We really nailed it. We really did.
Yeah. And
wow.
Hey guys, we're always begging for more goat content, so please.
Truly, give us all the goat content, please.
If you have a possessed goat story, please send it to us at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com.
Yes. Yeah, if you've ever had a goat say, fuck you, bitch, please let us know. We would love to know.
Oh, God, we got to hear about that rude-ass goat.
We got to hear about a rude goat. Please let us know. Wow. Yeah, keep them coming. We love them.
Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much for listening to A Funny Feeling.
If you have a paranormal experience that you would like to share, please send us a voice memo, or you can email us just a letter at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com. I'm Marcy.
I'm Betsy. And don't shit your pants.
That was a HeadGum podcast.